graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
He is a comic book nerd.
In brightest day and darkest night. We can learn a lot from comics.
She is a reality TV junkie.
No idea.
Snooki had her baby. A dollar makes me holla.
Chris likes sci-fi.
They do a brain transplant into this whole new body, but it's you.
Kristen likes celebrity gossip.
What do you do?
Oh, more breaking
It's
news?
not official. Official. Before it was just a rumor. Hey, Stu, our Pats moved back in together.
What do they have in common? Nothing. You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Now, here's Chris and Kristen.
Well, hello, and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Do you know how Carrot Top eats his corned beef cabbage?
No.
Gingerly.
Oh, God.
And that was
I don't give a shit about Carrot Top.
Yeah. I should have given you a chance to respond. I forgot. We're recording these two episodes, and that was my St. Patty's Day joke.
Yay. Chris. Chris and St. Patrick's Day joke.
I'm totally stealing that. I totally stole that joke from Craig Ferguson.
Yay. Chris steals jokes. Craig Ferguson.
Oh my God! The other day I was hanging out with somebody, and it was a friend of a friend. Now, it was a group, but this one guy in the group, every joke that come out of his mouth was repeated from someone on Comedy Central.
I don't like people. Not that I don't mind if people repeat jokes, obviously, if they're funny, but if you're constantly, that's your conversation.
That was his whole, everything that come out of his mouth was something.
I might as well just turn on Comedy Central and watch it.
And it's like when you're stealing the whole bit, like, here's your sign, what's the guy, from the red, blue collar comedy tour, not Jeff Foxworthy, not the cable guy, and not Ron White, the other one. I could name every other one.
I was going to say Ron White. Now I don't know.
Yeah, and
the other one.
Yeah, he does a bit like, stupid people should carry a sign or something. So when people ask a stupid question, you hand them a sign saying that they're stupid. So, like he was doing like, here's your sign jokes. And it's like, but it's not like, oh, here's this comedian I like, and just like if he made it up. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't even give props.
Because the other people that were in the group obviously didn't call him on the bullshit. I guess technically neither did I. Yeah. But, it was
probably just like, oh, this guy. They probably, it was routine.
Every joke was like something from
hacky.
Somebody else's. Yeah, and it was like, and like passing it off like it was his.
Right,
like,
not saying, I saw this on Comedy Central.
Yeah, as a comedian. I said, at least I'll give credit. Okay, I stole it. I flat out stole a joke. But you know what it is? I guess when you come from a creative world,
we're so creative.
You don't want to
give props to others.
Yeah, I'm a writer, goddammit, and I'm, and we do this creative podcast. We put out 2 hours of entertainment a week.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Even the best. I think the only people that have it over us is other like professional radio morning guys.
Yeah, radio shows.
You know what I'm saying? Right here, up here in Rochester, there's Rover's Morning Glory, and there's Brother Weeze. For some reason, I love Brother Weeze, and I would like to think I'm not his demographic because I'm not 60 years old.
Right.
But, but I don't know. His show is so entertaining. And so, these people, when you minus commercials and all this other stuff, and they got people calling in, and they got, they got interviews calling in or interviews showing up.
Never know than they're podcasting.
We put out 2 hours of entertainment a week. Original,
us.
Us. It's us bullshitting, but it's something. Saying like what? A scripted show. What? Big Bang Theory does what? 23 minutes a week, and we're supposed to fucking cheer. Not to take. I'm just, I love Big Bang Theory. Yeah. I want to work with. Bill Prady. Like I said before, I don't want to work for Bill Prady. I want to work with Bill Prady. But
help me help you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've written 2 books.
We gotta hang out with Kristen Bell. Did you hear what she did?
No, I just want to hang out with Kristen Bell in general.
Of course. She started, she used to be Veronica Mars.
Yes.
That whole thing. She started a Kickstarter.
Oh, she started it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a fan. Okay.
No, it was her, because then she was giving thanks. Like, she did a video and everything, like, for the movie. And
I heard about that.
Like 5 hours, they already hit their goal of like 2 million or something like that.
Because a lot of people,
still going, I think.
a lot of people,
they want that movie.
Wanted to come
happens.
out now because Kristen Bell, she is one of those. She's a nerd.
Yeah,
she's a nerd, and I mentioned this on the past episode. I don't like when girls say they're a nerd, and I'm sorry, you're going to be judged by who your boyfriend is. And her boyfriend is Dax Shepard.
I think, are they engaged now?
I think so.
Right? Because she had a baby.
Did she?
Didn't she? Wasn't she pregnant at one time? And I think she already had the baby.
Oh.
Because now she's skinny in the Kickstarter video.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know right now she's on...
photos of her prego.
She's on House of Lies on Showtime, which I've never seen... But I do
want to see.
The first episode
when it first came out, and I was kind of like, I never finished it, but I wasn't really intrigued. But I'm sure it's one of those. I mean, just wasn't for me. I mean, because of course, I only watched half of it. So
yeah, you know what it is? I like Don Cheadle.
Oh yeah, I love everything he does.
Like when I want to be cool, and I swear to God, I'm not just saying this. Like if I'm gonna go talk to a girl at a bar or whatever, in my back of my head, I'm like, be Don Cheadle.
Yeah, she had a baby.
Channel Don Cheadle's coolness, energy. But wow, I didn't know that. I didn't
Probably
know.
shows off her baby bump, but that was like maybe she didn't have the baby yet. I thought she was skinny in the thing.
Maybe she's one of those where like it looks like they're smuggling a basketball.
She was.
One of those bitches that don't get fat when they're pregnant.
Hate you bitches. I know too many of you bitches, and I'm pissed.
But
so she is great.
Okay, yeah, and
I think she can do so much better than Dax.
Well, of course,
and I want her to.
Well,
but yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is that and I've mentioned this before. She met Kevin.
She's had the baby.
She met Kevin Smith at an event, and she asked him. She goes, "I want to play Harley Quinn in the next Batman movie." And Kevin Smith was like, "I don't have any." Now, of course, Kevin Smith has tons of fucking because anybody who listens, I'm a big fan of his show, Fat Man on Batman, and basically Kevin Smith he's working on some sort of project right now. That's going to be involving the DC universe.
Okay.
His friend, his buddy Scott Mosier works for Marvel. Scott Mosier, the producer of pretty much all his movies. And Scott Mosier, who's a talented artist. I had no idea he was an artist. And so, I started following him on Twitter. And he just here's a sketch, and it's like...
Here's what I just thought of in 2 seconds.
Yeah, here's a sketch, and it's...
I wish I had that. One talent I wish I had. I can't draw for shit. But I'm like, I get 2 photos, I'm like, if I do this arch, this is... No, but there's just people that's just like, they vision it, and they're like...
Yeah, it's...
Like, you bitches, it's so easy for you.
And on his most recent episodes of Fat Man on Batman, and, it's no secret or surprise that I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan.
What? Breaking news.
He had on one episode with this guy named Grant Morrison, who was a Batman writer, and he's done tons of things. But anyone who follows comics at all, he wrote Batman: Arkham Asylum, which is like I think I've mentioned it to you before. It's a comic book, but every panel looks like it's painted. It looks like a painting, but not in a pretty way. It looks like if you gave a psychopath a brush and let him. Now, I mean, the writing is very, very deep, but the artwork,
the look of it is very
nightmarish. It's
scary.
It's it's beautiful in a
intriguing.
fucked up way. Yeah, it's so Grant Morrison wrote that, and then he also did. And I do have to tell people, like Grant Morrison, he does like there's a part where he kind of goes into like. Because he admits that he's done psychedelics and stuff like that, and he does this whole bit where he tells a story how he has like this out of body experience where like he fucking in his mind he's seeing like the beings almost like heavenly beings that like whatever made man like not even like a god but they're supposed to be like a race of people and it's a very
heavenly beings that made man.
It's a very I know it's not I'm not giving it justice but I'm not doing it justice but it's such a weird deep enlightening interview. And then Kevin Smith also interviewed Jeff Johns, who, as a fan, co-wrote for episodes of Lost, who's basically second in command over the show Heroes right after Tim Kring. But Tim Kring is a great character writer, but Tim Kring wasn't the comic book guy. Tim Kring is a good because he wrote Crossing Jordan was his first show. He did Heroes, and now he's doing that show Touch with Kiefer Sutherland. So Tim Kring's a good writer and a good character person, but Jeff Johns was the comic book guy. And so that's I loved Heroes.
combo.
I fucking love Heroes. So those two interviews, which are actually 4 interviews altogether, 2 each, are fucking fascinating. And now both Grant Morrison and Jeff Johns, and I'll bring it back. This is I can bring it back to me.
Always about Grant. Bring it back to me.
I want to be a writer and I want to do creative stuff. And as much as I love comic books, I've never hit a point in my mind to go, oh, let me write a comic book.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird, as much as I enjoy them, and that's the whole thing is because if I want to do a comic book, I want to do a good one.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to be. I'm not going to force myself to write something that I think is going to be shit. But then again, most writers will go, well, just write shit anay, and the genius will come out of the shit.
Yeah.
Don't. It's better to write shit than to write nothing at all.
Yeah.
But that
not Chris.
No. Well, I mean, there's part of me is like, well, it's like
you want it to be good. It's your baby.
Like when I say I write, and people are like, oh, you should write your life story, and I'm like, no.
I told you that many times.
I want to write about something interesting. But so actually, what both of them do now. These are Jeff Johns and Grant Morrison are fucking titans in the field. They actually kind of draw the comic books. They'll sit there with and do panel by panel kind of stick figures and their limited drawings.
Yeah.
So then they sit down and write it down on paper.
Oh, that's different.
And I was like, that is fucking genius.
Yeah.
So
through the pictures and then something will come later.
So I'm gonna play with that idea. I'm gonna start, draw 6 little boxes on a page, and then. Do my little. I mean, well, actually, I do more like comic strips type. Like I could draw Garfield like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Garfield.
I can't draw Spider-Man as much as I would like to. So you're saying I'm more comic strip than comic book.
Okay.
Start
off easy.
Yeah, I mean, I could do simple stuff. So, but I mean, I can. So
we'll do stories about Garfield.
Superhero Garfield.
There's his cat.
So yeah, I mean, so now that I know that these are how like the Titans do it.
They do it. Yeah.
So now
it's
I'm
a
totally.
different way. They took it. It's like thinking outside the box, I guess you could say.
And, I mean, there was one part like when I wrote my book that I read in another book that they say when you're writing a scene, sometimes it helps to in your mind write a map of the room.
Okay.
And I had a scene that involved like fucking 8-9 different people, and a lot of shit was going on. So I actually had to sit there and go, okay,
what do I want?
This person standing here, this person standing there. Okay, when they move and this happens, and it's a big gun scene. It's a scene where a lot of people get shot. I had to keep track of what was going on.
Well, it was just jumbled. It's kind of like improv because it'll be like, just start doing something. Don't just stand there. Like, even if you have no idea, you just pretend you're digging or something like that, and then it goes from there. And it's amazing what does come out of it. It's like, you went from digging to now suddenly you're a transvestite doing this, that, like, it's just weird how things grow. Like,
yeah, and then someone will give you something to work with. You started digging, and they're like, oh,
Yeah, it's like that same mindset where it's like, oh, it just grows from there.
Did you get to Grandpa yet?
Yeah,
then you
like
get
they give
inspired.
you that line, and then it's like, oh, we're digging for Grandpa.
Yeah,
and it's this fucked up scene, like. But yeah, it's something as simple as that. And you're like,
because you had no idea what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, start drawing first and then add it.
Yeah, so
different.
I'm totally stealing that idea. So who knows? Maybe I will. And the way, and the way the way things are going, who knows? Maybe I'll have a.
Here we go.
Self-published comic book. But I guess I would need an artist because I have no. I mean, I don't have.
You don't want to make it look good.
I don't have the skills to do actual drawing, but. I would love to collaborate with somebody, like cool. Someone like if someone was an artist and say, okay, let's talk about it. So, all right.
I got some big breaking news for you, Chris.
Oh, okay, I'm ready. Breaking news.
It's huge. Actually, it's 2 couples. There's some Splitsvilles this week.
Wow.
Well, this one's a rumor. It's not confirmed. Miley Cyrus and Liam Helmsworth. She's not wearing her ring.
Wasn't she pregnant with his kid or something?
Miley, no.
But they got married.
No, there was rumors that they got married. No, they're not married. They're just engaged. They've been engaged for a while.
Oh, okay.
And now there's just...
Trouble in Paradise?
Yeah, Trouble in Paradise. They are not confirming anything. Well, Liam doesn't really talk, I feel. You never hear statements from him. Because Miley's not been wearing her ring, but now she's saying she's getting it fixed. whatever. But they haven't been, like, spotted together, and they've been spotted out with different guys.
She's a kid.
Exactly. I thought they both got engaged too young.
Yeah.
You know? Live your life. You're both hot. Go bang it out.
Yeah.
Come back 10 years later if you want.
Yeah. If you love me, you love me today. You love me 10 years from now.
And he's been, like, just...
So
they've
those
been
wild
in, like,
oats.
Like, I feel like he went back to Australia for a little bit, too.
Well, she's
trouble
been a
in paradise.
wild child.
Yeah, so there's been
She's
trouble
always
in
been
paradise.
a little, there's stuff, we know what we know, but...
Yeah,
long story short,
she's young. She's young and has money. Go live your life. Go
but I'm
party,
saying
girl.
exactly like she's.
Yeah, they got engaged.
She's not mature enough to get married. But then again, no one at 22 is old enough to get married, in my opinion.
What usually happens is then it's like, no, you got to get a divorce 5 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you force this whole relationship. So that's rumor, but nothing's being confirmed yet, and sources close are saying, they've just grown apart, whatever. So
because you're 20, how old is Sheila? She's got to be
like 22 or something.
She's like 22, so like
you
do grow apart.
Yeah, whatever.
You can't even make up your decision on your fucking haircut. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't forget about
this one was confirmed.
Because I am the kind of I honestly, even though I'm divorced, I am the kind of person who believes you should be married till death. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
even though you're divorced,
even though I'm divorced, you know what I'm saying?
You're making a commitment.
Well, I got married to be together forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got cheated on, and then I said, "Fuck it, I'm not going to sit there and be a fucking punk about it."
Ryan Seacrest and Julianne Hough. Dunzo. You don't know who she is. I can tell by the look on your face.
It sounds. I know the name. But
you probably would recognize her too.
Isn't it
the blonde girl who used to be on Dancing with the Stars? Now she's doing movies. She was in Rock of Ages. Just gorgeous. She was in the new one with Josh Duhamel.
She was in what?
Safe Haven.
Everything you've mentioned,
I think we discussed this last week.
Okay, Safe Haven. I remember you mentioned Safe Haven before.
But
I've never watched Dancing with the Stars because Safe Haven.
I didn't watch it either. That's just how she
is the same from the writer of The Notebook, right?
Yeah. So you know who I'm.
I remember. I remember the idea of the movie.
I think we had a discussion about it because then we talked about how great Josh Duhamel looks.
Dancing with the Stars, I've never watched.
I'm sorry. I'll show you a picture of her. Maybe you've seen her, but her and Ryan Seacrest, they've been together for a while.
Unless she's been in a comic book movie. That's how I know most of my stars.
I don't think that's happened. She's a hottie boom body right there, and she's got like a dancer's body. So she's going places.
Okay.
They've been going out for a while too, like over a year.
So if she's got a dancer's body, I mean she has no boobs, right?
I don't think she's flat though.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say she's flat.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, she was in Footloose, the new remake of Footloose.
Jesus, she hasn't been in anything.
Yeah, like there's nothing.
Somebody get this girl into a comic book movie so I could give a fuck about her because I have no idea who she is or.
You'd love her, Chris.
Let me see who's a blonde that she can play. Oh, they already got an Emma Frost in the X-Men. I guess she could.
Sorry, Chris.
And then there's another famous blonde superhero, female, obviously female. Unless they're really going to revamp it. The new Batman by Julianne Hough. There's this character called Power Girl. But Power Girl has gigantic fucking tits.
Yeah, she's not flat like a gymnast, She is like she's a good size.
Okay.
But she's not big inch.
And then, I hate to sound stereotypical and rude and everything. Everyone says that Ryan Seacrest is in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like...
Joel McHale always jokes that he's... I don't know if he is. I don't know, because remember... Because I could totally see him being gay. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why he wouldn't come out, though, I don't know.
Oh, well...
why wouldn't you? And he's, dated Terry Hatcher, so I don't know, which is kind of...
Yeah, well, Tom Cruise dated Katie Holmes.
Right,
married, had a kid with her.
But I can't... I could totally see him. It wouldn't surprise me. But I don't know why he wouldn't come out at this point.
Yeah, he's too Hollywood.
Well, too manicured and...
Okay, now that we're on this subject, we're recording this on Monday, but this episode is going to come out on Thursday. Last night where Madonna was dressed up like a Boy Scout?
Yeah.
But then spoke out against the Boy Scouts because they... kind of have like an anti-gay policy, or they
that was up in the air, like the scout leader can't be gay or something. I don't know if the boys. I think it's just the scout leader.
Yeah, the scout leader. Well,
but then I think it was up for discussion. I don't know if it's still like a law because I know it was bashed out. Like people were like, well, why can't they? Yeah. And then I think it was like in discussion.
But honestly, I think they were They were using the excuse like we are a club and we can make the rules about who can join.
Because the guy got like fired or something. I don't know. Can you get fired? Like, are you being paid?
Not the fire, but you can.
You can be
dismissed. Not recognized or not allowed. Yeah. Because there is like a strict quote unquote code of conduct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't own a dildo shop. You know what I'm saying?
I'm being the Boy Scout leader.
But
yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think it's right. I think anybody could be.
Oh no, yeah, but it should be. But
yeah, I think their policy is. I guess
you can regulate who your members are.
Yeah.
And so Madonna.
I just saw the picture of her.
Was at the GLAAD Awards.
Is that what it was?
GLAAD.
Yeah.
As a gay
and
lesbian.
She was giving something like an award or something.
She was giving an award.
It was somebody.
I don't know who it was, but then Anderson Cooper came out.
I think it was Anderson Cooper.
And he kissed her.
Ew.
No, but I mean,
but like something I don't want to see.
But he kissed her. But I mean, isn't it the rumor? Has he come out yet?
Yeah. No, he came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's been rumored for years, and that he finally came out 2012. I see, because I don't think it was in.
Because he had a TV. I think he had like a daytime talk show or something.
Yeah, my sister was on it. I don't know if you still have the clip, but my sister is a beast, not a beast. My sister was like the cheerleader. She's a hot blonde, but she's just strong. Like you wouldn't know it unless you fucked with her. So she took Krav Maga. And I guess
Israeli martial art.
Yeah. Trust me, she's always doing it on us. Like, I can do this. I'm like, all right. Like, I don't need.
Why don't I break your fucking middle finger right now?
Right? Yeah. And so like the teacher that teaches Krav Maga at their studio, whatever, got to go on Anderson Cooper to show how it's done, and brought my sister as somebody to demonstrate. And, like, they had I don't know if my sister was, quote-unquote, the cast member, like, not cast member, in the audience, and then they picked her. We didn't see the full episode. Because they picked somebody from the audience, and then I don't know if they were like, you, come up, and then it's really my sister, and she already knows how to do it.
Oh, okay.
So, but, I don't know, they might have just said, she's in the class. I don't recall. But yeah, she took down Anderson Cooper, legit, like twice, and I was like, oh my god. And this was before Honey Boo Boo, okay? Now, when because she calls after, she's like, yeah, there was all of these women, because whatever episode they were filming before was like, making fun of toddlers and tiara people. Oh. And so then they dressed up the mothers like how they would.
The daughters and the mothers dressed the same?
Like the same. And one was, because this was before Honey Boo Boo came out, she's like, yeah, well now we know. One was,
the Honey Boo Boo and June.
Boo Boo, those two. And then other moms there. But yeah, that was one of them. I was like, that was before her prime. You don't know what you missed out on.
Before they were stars.
So she got to see them getting ready. And she's I don't think he has a talk show anymore though.
But he came out. I think he came out because I'm pretty sure I remember him coming out. I think it was around the same either when the show went right off the air or right when it came on the air. I don't know if maybe the show was holding him back. That's why.
I don't know.
No, it was either at the beginning or the end of his show he came out. So then he comes out and kisses Madonna.
Ugh, that septic mouth.
And God knows,
who knows where that thing's
fucking Madonna's mouth has been.
She just needs to retire. That's all I want.
You want her to retire?
Yeah, because, her concerts are so expensive, I'm never going to go. Mm-hmm. And, how good are you still? It's Madonna, maybe she is that superhuman woman. I've never really heard anybody complain, but it's you're old now. I remember they had, her concert on HBO. She had, years ago, I remember that.
And what was Blonde? Was it Blonde? Not a Blonde. No, Truth or Dare. She had that documentary, Truth or Dare, where you got to give her at least credit that on an average night for her, she does, it would kill the average person. How active and then running back on stage and changing outfits.
She's superhuman. Her physique at her age, she's totally. But it's all right, because I don't like her new music, where, I don't think she's come out with anything recently, but it's all right, you've had your time, okay? These suck. You're not giving me hits. But they will be hits because it's Madonna, people are going to listen to it.
She's going to, when she puts out an album, you're going to have automatic sales just because.
And it'll suck, so I'm like,
let me tell you, growing up, my brother was the biggest. My brother had a crush on Madonna. And
I'm sure all prepubescent boys did.
And I'll never forget. It was for the movie Who's That Girl. My brother had a life-size, literally a life-size poster from the top of from the wall, from where the ceiling meets the wall all the way down to the headboard Madonna. But, that's when she was kind of like...
Baby batter on it, huh?
When she was still kind of streetwise and wore the fingerless gloves and, it wasn't... it was sexy, but in a different, not... she wasn't wearing any tight clothes or anything like that.
Remember when she became British there for... Like, when she was doing all that weird shit, like... I got time for that.
But also, like many other celebrities, like, she lives in a world where nobody tells her no.
Exactly, yeah. That's why she is. She makes bank still, so I could see why you would still be doing shows, but it's like, just go with your kids. You got kids.
It sounds weird. Like, I don't care. She could do, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I don't think about it every day.
Yeah, but is this, like, if she wanted to do a show, fucking more power to you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because,
even they have time shows. Was it last year?
Oh, yeah, she did the Super Bowl.
Right. I was over it. Maybe that's when I started to become over it. Because when they happened, I was like, I can't watch it. Like, it was just...
And I just remember, like, recently, like, seeing pictures of her with their arms, like the way her arms look. Those are scary. Those are...
Yeah, it's like, let's be more fun.
Yeah.
That's just straight. She's jacked.
Yeah.
She's another
That's like too much. Like, that's like, okay, relax.
It's a man, yeah.
Stop.
You're a bodybuilder at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not sexy looking.
But, okay, now, since we got this, and, and I don't want you to get in trouble, is your sister, like... Because you said your sister...
She's feminine. She's not, like, jacked arm. Is that what you're going to say?
Oh, okay, yeah, I was saying, like...
No, yeah, she's just, like, in shape. Like, she's solid.
Oh, okay.
Like, I wouldn't be like, oh. Like, if I saw her, I wouldn't be like, it's not Madonna-like.
Okay.
Like that. Like, she's not masculine.
Yeah, and then that being said, also... Fit. Yeah, and in most martial arts, it's all about turning the person's gravity against them anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about getting them off balance
and what to do. Yeah.
And so, the person, you pull them forward or something.
Yeah.
Pull their fucking,
Right, it's not like, ooh, that's how much muscle can...
Pull their finger in the direction it's not supposed to go. And I don't care how fucking big you are. When your thumb is going the wrong way, like, toward,
Or poked in the eye or something.
Yeah.
Like the fingers in the eye thing. Yeah, it fucking hurts, so...
you are going to control somebody when you have, and actually, here's a funny one that no one really knows about. But like, if you take your finger, okay, now I'm doing it. Take your finger like your palm and like you're smelling it.
But you go to some are together, not just
all your hand, like you blade your hand. But I mean, it doesn't really. The other fingers are there just to support your pointer. But imagine like if you're smelling,
it's almost like you're saluting, but it's under your nose.
Now, if you start like sawing your hand back and forth under your nose. And start pushing up towards the eyes.
That shit with them.
So I learned that as a correctional officer. That like if someone is like, if you could get behind somebody and saw at their nose,
saw their upper lip.
Yeah, I mean it's disgusting because you get boogers and snots, but it will definitely pause the person.
I hate like that wrist to nose.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that just creeps me out. I think I have something with like nose and eyes. Like I just don't like it.
Yeah, and that's like when
I'll use it when I need to, but don't do it on me.
When you get into a good fight, or and I don't think we talk about it all the time. Like everybody gets into a good fight, but when you punch somebody in the fucking nose and their eyes start watering. You win half the battle because they can't fucking see or breathe. Yeah. That's why a good fucking punch to the face.
A nice good fight.
And speaking of fighters, okay, the Sci-Fi Network, and it's driving me crazy because I don't have cable anymore. But I was able to see the first episode, and I think they're way episodes deep into. There's a new show called the Robot Fighting League.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't see. I saw the previews where they build robots and they control them.
Well, actually, that's what I think. No, actually, there's one main guy who builds the robots, who's like a NASA engineer.
Don't they get to help like what they want or no?
Actually, no. It's the good thing. One thing that's kind of cool about that, which I thought was different, also, is they bring in people to be parts of the team. One person operates the legs, the other person operates the arms. And
it's a whole collaboration.
So it's about throwing people into the mix. Now it's supposed to be all standardized. I mean, the robots. First and foremost, I just think it's fucking awesome because I was always a fan of Robot Wars and
it's like a huge. What was that movie with? Was it Hugh Jackman?
Real Steel.
That okay? Yeah, I never saw, but that's what it reminds me of.
It's totally
that. Okay.
Now
that gist.
That being said, the robots have a big thing that's coming out of their back that's keeping them straight up. It's not robots independently standing. Because if that was the case, without,
we'd have an army.
That's, science is getting to that point. where we're going to have robots, and that's just going to be fucking scary because I
want you, yo.
I want you connected to something where you can't come and punch in my door. But so it's called the robot, and actually, and I mentioned from another episode, Chris Jericho is the host.
Yeah. That's where I've seen him recently.
And so, like I said, they have these big. Now it's all the wires and everything coming out their back with this long thing, and they're all like hydraulic powered arms and stuff like that. And first, like I said, I've only seen the first episode, and I want to see more.
I've never seen the previews. I haven't seen it yet.
It's right up my alley. Now, on the show, there are people who are in the Olympics.
Yeah, they have like big
and
like athletes,
a mixed martial arts fighter who just happens to be George Lucas's daughter. Now, I don't know if
how convenient.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
hey, if you could get a big name in there,
because we spoke about Rousey, the girl that remember that she was on the cover of ESPN magazine with basically like the magazine stopped right at her freaking crotch, like
Rousey. What does she do?
Randy Rousey. She's an MMA fighter. But I'm just saying
she's on there.
Well, no, she's not on there. But no, because George Lucas's daughter, who's also a mixed martial arts fighter, she's cute, but she's a little manly. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I want to say
they gotta be. I mean,
well, the Rousey.
Let's see, Liz more feminine.
Yeah, she's. I mean, for a female fighter, she's she's attractive. But yeah, she was on. Remember, we mentioned this on an episode a while back, where she's on the cover of ESPN magazine, where like she's naked, she has her fists over her breasts, and then like she has the V cut, like, and like literally like. And actually, no, I think she was in the Olympics also because she had the Olympic symbol tattooed down by her crotch, and like literally like the picture ends
right before it gets
a micrometer before the gash. You know what I'm saying? The gash. I'm sorry.
The hatchet wound.
The hatchet wound. The sloppy wallet.
Keeps giving me Randy Couture. I don't care about him.
Look up Rousey. Rousey. And hopefully that'll. And she just recently had a fight, and I feel bad.
Was she on there? Or?
No, she wasn't. Rousey. And so, yeah. I want to say Randy. Well, they call her Rowdy Rousey. The Rowdy
Ronda Rousey.
Wanda Rousey?
Ronda
Rousey. There we go.
Yeah, she's femmy.
And so, and like I said, she recently had a fight. And once again, I don't have freaking cable because there's this new. Yeah, that's the picture.
Her pink tape.
Yeah, and she's sexy, and even
she's very feminine looking. Like I wouldn't be like you're an MMA. Like obviously she's got like
she's built in the arms.
Like I won't fuck with her, but yeah, she's cute.
And she had recently.
I was a lesbian. I hang out with her.
There's a channel. Well, the girl she was fighting, she just recently had a mixed martial arts fight with this. I want to say Spanish girl. No, it was the girl looked. I mean, I could be wrong, but the woman looked Spanish. I don't have. But she even had like the girl that.
She was fighting.
Ronda Rousey was fighting, had a happy face tattooed on her sports bra, but the happy face was in the rainbow flag colors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that...
there's recent, and I'm probably totally saying it wrong. No, I think this is right. A man who's in the mixed martial arts turned into a woman, so transvestite. I don't know if it had surgery
transsexual.
Transsexual.
When you have the surgery.
Sorry. Transsexual. And now wants to be in the girls' league, and there's a big for MMA. So now there's a big dispute. Like, well, do we put? I mean, technically,
in all fairness,
they're a girl
as long as it's in the same weight class.
Yeah, so
I can't see because not. I mean, by the time I have no idea. I don't know who this person is, but
I don't remember that. I just remember reading that. Yeah, there's
because guys
up for discussion.
Tend to be heavier, tend to be taller.
That's what the big issue is.
But if you got a 6'3" MMA fighter,
right,
female,
throw them in.
Yeah. Now, like I said, George Lucas's daughter. Now, I could be wrong. I want to say this is probably his adopted daughter. I think because he just got married to that black woman, or just got engaged. Excuse me. So I don't know if I think his kids are adopted. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm confusing him with Steven Spielberg. When it comes to hey, look, I should know. Or maybe it's just a kid from a previous relationship. But she's an MMA fighter, and not to say she looks like Ronda Rousey, but she's attractive for a kind of a butchy
for MMA.
Yeah. So just the fact that there's a robot robot fighting league, and I want to see more episodes, and you know, every robot kind of has like their theme, and one's like...
I've gotten that many, because I remember seeing previews like...
Yeah, it's got to be 2-3 weeks in. So, you know, and so it's like, you know, but it's, you know, there's ones that, you know, there's a robot that looks like, you know, Crash, they call him like Crash, and he has like a roll cage around him, and, you know, they're hitting each other with the hydraulics, which is like 1,000 pounds per square inch. So it is like getting hit by a car.
Yeah,
it is like, you know,
metal on metal. We can hit as hard as we want.
And they make them, you know, and like when you hit it in the right place, you'll hit the hydraulic fluid, and you'll see the hydraulic fluid fall out, and then the arm stops working. So then you got this
like
fucking
the blood gushing.
Robots boxing with one arm.
That's cool.
So I want to see more. I want to see more. And then, you know, like I said, I mean, George Lucas's daughter, and she's an MMA fighter, and, you know, I think she's cute, so, you know, she wants to give me a shout.
I've had news that I've been forgetting to tell you, and I keep writing it down, so I'm going to take the time to tell you.
Okay.
I have recently gotten an iPhone. I've switched over.
I noticed. I saw that freaking logo, and I was going to mention it earlier.
I kept forgetting, and then every time I leave, I'm like, I forget to bring it up. Now, what happened was, my Samsung, whatever one it was, I never know what the names are, ended up, I dropped it, and the screen just flat out cracked. Like, I didn't even drop it face down. Just, like, shattered, but stayed in. Remember, this is now the second time that the screen just cracked. But then because I had the keyboard, so when I flipped it open, you know, slid it open, there must have been some wire or something that came undone, because now the screen doesn't even go on. And I'm like, I can't even see what my contacts are, nothing.
Oh, shit.
All I have is a keyboard. So I had to go get a new one. And it was like within 3 months now I've broken 2 Samsungs. Like that other one where the
fuck are you doing to these?
No, did you ever see it when I came? The other Samsung, we're just assuming that I hit the car door when I closed it, because that's all that happened between we were coming out of the movie theaters. I looked at my phone, nothing was wrong with it. Like, I used it, went to the car, and then I brought it out in the car, and the screen was shattered. It looked like if I had a heel. Like, I just...
Oh, okay.
Like, and so we're just, like, I'm assuming that I hit it on the door, but I don't know, because I didn't drop it, and I mean, it shattered. And it's just... So, then that's all within 3 months.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't even drop it, So then so when I went to Verizon there, it was just cheaper just to get the iPhone 4 with everything. Like,
is it iPhone 4, just the 4?
This one's 4, because then the 5...
Because that was like $100, right?
Yeah, because the 5, it was about the same as much if I got the Android again. So it was the same, but 5 got like bad reviews. Sorry for people who got the 5. Like, it didn't really... It doesn't really have that great of reviews, let's just put it that.
Because the iPhone, they keep pumping them out, but they're not really bigger than...
there wasn't anything fantastic about it.
A retina screen.
Yeah, so I just got the 4, which was the cheaper way out, and I like it.
You happy? So now
it's the same as my iPad. So, like, I already know how to use it, and that's that. So so far, I'm a satisfied customer.
This is a mixed family. You know,
I'm
an Android person.
And I got, OtterBox huge case around it, because I use it at work, and a lot of times, in the back of the ambulance there, you just kind of toss your phone. Not like hard, but you're just like, fuck, I need to do this. And it's held up nice at work.
Oh, no, OtterBox makes...
OtterBox,
I mean, that's why they charge you fucking...
Oh, yeah.
You know, $30 to $60, depending on...
It's always like the minimum's $30.
Yeah,
and then we go up. And a guy, a friend of mine, he works at Verizon, he's like, yeah, everything's $30, and then they go up. He's like, he transfers all my contacts for free, but he's like, usually they'll be like $30, and it's like, why?
Yeah,
he's like, that's their minimum that they like started.
Yeah, even if you go on eBay, you can't find them cheaper. Trust me, I've tried. I've looked, and it's the OtterBox. I mean, they do, but you know, and like I said, I used to work on Radio Shack, you know, but honestly, I'm speaking from experience, and the OtterBox does make good products. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, you know, we're not.
My iPad, I have the OtterBox around. I've dropped that many times. Nothing's wrong with it. I love you, Otter.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's why they charge so much. I mean, one, because they know they can.
Yeah.
And two, but the iPhone 4, wow, so...
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
It was the cheaper way out. I
got you.
Cheaper way out so far.
Because I had the LG, it was the G2X, which is the Optimus 990, whatever the heck it was.
Yeah, they're all, I never know the name of them. Yeah, that one.
I had the LG, the G2X, not the regular G2. And remember, I had the screen cracked on that. Mm-hmm. And my daughter I let my daughter fucking play with it, because the screen still worked. Everything was still...
Yeah. My screen, I don't know...
you got bad mojo with electronics.
Yeah, and honestly, it was the second time it would happen where the screen just didn't work. This is what happened. I put my coat on, so it's about like and I went to put my phone in the coat pocket, and I thought it was in there, so I let go of it. So maybe like a 2, I don't know, wherever the bottom of my hand goes on my body, maybe like not that tall, and it just landed like on its back. Like, that was it. And I didn't think anything happened to it, so I just picked it up. It didn't sound that bad. Then I go in the car, and I'm like, none of this is working.
Well, the good thing is... now
I have a case on it. I was so upset.
The good thing is, and I can speak, I mean, a good debater can take both sides of an argument. The good thing about the iPhone is that your contacts will now be saved in iTunes.
Right, yeah.
And so for the rest of your... And of course, you always have to get another fucking iPhone or whatever. But your contacts will, like... never go away.
And I must say, and it might just be how maybe I was using it, I don't know. The internet on the iPhone, I find, is faster. I was always having trouble with the other one, like it wasn't loading. Maybe that's just my certain phone. Yeah. Maybe that's just that phone had that. Probably if you read comments or reviews on it, that was a big issue. Like it would just, like never really fully load, or I had to wait forever.
Oh.
Sorry.
Not on iPhone?
No. So far it's just been working in my favor.
Well, I mean, I got, well, actually, let's take a quick break.
I forgot we have advertisers.
I'll be back.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, this is Cordero Ulloa.
I'm Dwight Graham.
Hey, this is Seth.
Hey, podcasters, this is Nick Pilgrim.
We'd like to invite you to sit in for some free funny provided by the Livin' Lame Podcast Entertainment Network. For movie and television news, shared with all the fervor you'd expect from a group of pop culture junkies, check out the insights of Seth Parker, Cordero Ulloa, and Alex Chittenden on Real Chat.
If numerology and astrology interest you, drop in the public forums and join the discussion with Joe Fox, Carrie Fox, and Foxy D on the Foxton. Or pop in on Two Strangers, One Podcast with Chris Cologne and Kristen Montrello and get to know them as they get to know each other.
For music news and concert stories, check out The Breakdown, where we all share our interests and opinions on what we do best, music. Or for the big daddy that started it all, join Cordero Ulloa, Dwight Graham, myself, Joe and Carrie Fox, Seth Parker, and Megan Phelps on Livin' Lame.
To check all these shows out, visit www.livinlamepodcastentertainment.com. It's all one word.
Have a sense of humor.
See ya!
Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. Leave the pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-n-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com. And now for listeners of Two Strangers, One Podcast, you can use promo code STRANGERS and receive 10% off your purchase at clickandhit.com. That's promo code STRANGERS for 10% off your purchase. And we're back. So I have a Galaxy S2, and actually, and you know me, I love Android devices. I cannot get my fucking phone to connect to any computer. It'll connect, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Now, actually, I'd even contacted one of my old Radio Shack managers, who was also like a diehard Android guy, and I'm like, and everything he recommended to me was shit I already did. Yeah. And apparently, like, the Galaxy S2, like, once it got like this update, I have to take my memory card out, put it in a card reader, and plug that in my computer to get files back and forth, and it is a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's not simple.
So, I mean, I don't know.
And with all phones and major phones, there's pros and cons. Yeah. It's just nothing's...
I mean, I like my Galaxy S2.
If it was that perfect, everybody would have it. Yeah. And that's that.
So, I mean, I am looking forward to the upgrade.
Chris.
Yeah.
I feel like I cheated on you.
I noticed earlier when you were texting, I noticed the little route, because they have to have the hole everyone can see the whole world can see the Apple logo.
I know, I was like, come on. I just need a hole for the camera part. The Apple logo.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit. It's got a bite taken out of it.
Okay. So, recently, and I've mentioned this on another past episode, is that I've been going to the library. I've been going to the library every day because
not getting books.
I'm without the internet, so
Maybe if you had an iPhone.
To get my well, no, I have internet on my phone.
I know.
I use the computer with such like a maniac that I need to be on a computer. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's uploading episodes for us and redesigning our website and getting stuff up for StrangerCon and everything like that. And trust me, and getting our Indiegogo site up. And before you go. And there's tons and tons of great stuff coming up on the show. Now, I've been going to the library every day, and thank you once again for recommending me to the Greece Library.
I told you, they rebuilt that thing, and it's gorgeous.
Because I'm unemployed right now. And so,
Chris's hangout.
So they go, being part of unemployment, you can go to the Department of Labor and use their computers. Holy shit. Is it
unlimited or?
No, well, it's unlimited as long as you're looking for work.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking for work. So I had, I was showing Kristen earlier, I have my notebook where I'm looking up radio stations in Rochester, looking for a job. And, so that being said, holy shit, the Department of Labor? Windows XP, XP Professional.
They probably donated it.
Oh my god!
So it came from the school system, and they're like, we don't need these computers anymore. Take them.
Oh, like I said, I mentioned in a past episode, the library in the ghetto XP. The library and the DMV XP Pro. I go out to Greece and at least it's Vista. Now, what we're recording on right now is my little Vista 2006 computer, which the screen doesn't even work. I have it hooked up to an old school monitor. But I go every day. It's like, it is now my job.
Probably all right, Chris.
But it is, and not to speak my business, but my therapist has even said, it helps for you to get the hell out of your house.
Out of it. Yeah.
And
nice
go,
to change scenery.
And I'm doing something, and it does feel, in a good way, it does feel like work. I do feel, there's something for me to look forward to do.
You've done something.
Yeah, I've done something. Yeah, instead of sit at home all day and play fucking Arkham City on my PlayStation 3. And
you've accomplished something today.
So I go to the library, but now you're only limited to 2 hours.
Right, I know.
So holy shit, I am so multitasking.
And what's worse is that they give you that countdown, the timer.
Oh.
So you're just always sweating and looking at the timer.
You have 6 minutes left, and so I go online and I've been doing I get on that computer and I am
focused.
I am and now I get in the zone.
It's like a college kid on Adderall during finals week.
I put in my headphones. I have my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle headphones. I put on my eyes have been really fucked up recently. I put on my reading glasses. So I enter a fucking zone. I have my headphones in, my glasses on. I got 2 hours to do what I got to do. And I'm because all during the day.
You started asking because it's usually the older people there in the day asking, can I have your time? You started exchanging stuff
if I start trading up with old people.
How about can I get some of your time? Why don't you lock me in? Log yourself in there and I'll give you a couple bucks.
I got some calcium pills.
Yeah, I'll give you some of those. Yeah, Boniva.
It's good for your osteoporosis. You don't get osteoporosis. And so I've been when I get on the computer, I'm like a fucking madman. And I'm trying to remember everything that I wanted to do.
Right. Maybe that's a list, Chris.
I should. But even when I don't, I kind of I'm like, oh, that's right, I got to do this, and that's right, I got to go look at I got to go fix this website, and I got to, book things for StrangerCon, and I got to look up on eBay and see if I can buy and find cheap USBs. So I'm going like a madman. But okay, so I basically every day for the past week and a half, I've been going to the library, and I'm noticing little things. One, there's a regular crew of people who go to the library. Yeah. I see,
and you're part of it now.
I see the same 3 or 4 faces every day, and and apparently there's this one old people love looking at me. I don't know if it's because I have tattoos on my arms or whatever.
New to their area, that's their hangout.
I'm the new Jack. I'm on their turf.
See what he's doing,
And so, but maybe because I have my earphones and the glasses, I'm in the zone. They don't. Luckily, no one's come to bother me yet. I have my computer, the one I go to all the time.
People know not to touch it.
Oh, I feel like Sheldon. That's my spot.
That's your spot.
Nobody else fits on my spot.
That's my spot.
And actually, I went there yesterday and my computer was down. It wasn't.
They did that on purpose.
Maybe,
the old people told them, they're put his down. He was doing something inappropriate. Put it down.
And I will. And I do. Let me tell you, I install Audacity.
Yeah, but once you sign off, it
resets.
So it's not totally illegal.
There's another one. There's another program called Gimp, which is basically
great name.
It's the poor man's version of Photoshop.
Okay.
So I'll install Audacity. I'll install Photoshop. There's a script writing program called Celtics. I'll install CELTX, which, once again, for anyone who likes Final Draft, which is a super expensive product,
Celtics is the...
Celtics, CELTX. If you want a Microsoft Word, there's OpenOffice. But all these computers have Microsoft Word in the library. They have like legitimate copies of Microsoft, which I'm so used to the knockoff.
Right.
That
it just felt weird.
Microsoft Word, which is supposed to be the standard, is new to me.
It's new to me.
Like I said, Celtics is the free version of Final Draft, which is a script writing program. Or actually, I think it's a writing program in general, but people use it to write. And it's what Kevin Smith writes with.
Hey-o.
Audacity is basically the free man's version of Pro Tools. And OpenOffice is Word, and so I go to my computer. Now recently I had said that I saw that episode of Robot Fighting League.
Yeah.
I had purchased this thing. I went to Walmart a while back, and there's this thing called Rabbit TV. And what it is, and
I feel like I've heard...
It's this little silver thing. It looks like a USB,
but
it has this little... it's a USB with this little, like a nub, and it says Rabbit TV on it. And they sell it on the end cap in Walmart.
Okay.
I had picked one up. Now they go, okay, it's hundreds of TV shows, thousands of TV shows. Now it's a brilliant idea. It was only
legal.
No. Well, what it does is, okay, you pay for the service, you pay $10 for the product, and then it quote unquote keeps you subscribed for the first year. Then I think every year is $10 a year. And all it is an organization of other websites where you can stream TV shows.
Okay.
So, when I was looking up the Robot Fighting League, it basically just redirected me to the sci-fi page.
Site, yeah.
And there's,
where it's on.
So, I mean, if you...
I was going to say, because it's like Netflix, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of...
Yeah, if you don't know anything about the computer...
Then that's perfect.
It's pretty awesome. It's kind of convenient for me because since I've been away from cable and stuff like that... and
Chris loves his Rabbit TV.
And I have like a limited thing on my box, like my digital converter box doesn't pick up every channel. Because I caught up on past episodes of Big Bang Theory. I caught up on past episodes of 2.5 Men. So I got the TV show playing in the background. Now... What I kind of like is that the computers are restricted in the library because they don't want you to just do anything you want. But
since you use the little Rabbit TV, it lets you do it.
The Rabbit, they limit it, but obviously they're going to limit the big things like YouTube and stuff like that. Now, of course, I know my little workaround are on YouTube. Like I said, if I sign into my account on Google, that'll let me bring up the
Suddenly
YouTube.
I'm in YouTube.
If you click on it, and a lot of pages use YouTube when they just have like a video, like here's how to use our product, and then you go and it says your access has been denied. If you feel this is if you felt here you've been brought here wrong, please get in contact with the librarian or whatever. So what I do is I will have something playing in the background while I'm doing other things on the computer if I'm not listening to music or podcasts.
You're catching up on shows, doing the podcast download, and all that stuff.
Oh, I'm a madman. I'm a madman in front of... Because I got 2 hours a day to do it. So it's
extreme multitasking.
So it is like going to work, you know what I'm saying? So, I guess, if you have... Well, of course, you definitely need high-speed internet.
Yeah.
So, and, we're not getting paid. Maybe I'll call Rabbit. Let them give us a couple bucks. But, if you have, a family member, I guess that would be, if they have high-speed internet, but... They know about the internet, but they don't know about...
and
of course, it's all the shit that you could get. It's all shit you're getting for free anyway. You know what I'm saying?
On their website.
I don't know what the demand is on old Knight Rider episodes, but, you could, if you got nothing else, some people don't pay for cable. Some people just pay for internet.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a neat device. Like I said, I didn't feel gypped because I only paid $10 for it.
Yeah.
Because I get it. Because I thought it was some unique service.
Yeah, it's like...
And they got everything organized, but once you click watch now, it just
goes right
redirects you to the other person's website. So once again, I've been going to the library every day. There's guys always have that fetish, like the sexy librarian.
Yeah, those don't exist.
Not in Greece.
Those don't exist.
Yeah, there's no...
Like, you can get the sexy teacher. You can get that. That happens.
Yeah.
But usually...
The librarian. I mean, there's
rare.
There's a couple. Yeah. There's a couple. You know, like I didn't even know if they work there. I think they're more like volunteers. You know, when it comes to checking out. You know, and of course, I only check out DVDs. You know, and I took out the show Eastbound and Down.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah,
this is hysterical.
I downloaded. Well, not downloaded. It shows you where my mind is at. I checked out season 2, and I'm like more than halfway through season 3 of Eastbound and Down. So,
have you ever seen it, or is this you're starting?
I've seen a couple episodes from season 2.
Yeah,
and I think I might have seen a couple episodes from season 1 because I do remember when he was in the school when he was. But
you're like what is it, Trailer Park Boys?
I caught that on Netflix. And
Cheeseburger, whatever, Randy
Bubbles,
Randy Bobandy. It's a ridiculous show. I love it.
I don't know why. Why, you know, how come that was never in the United States?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it reminds me of Reno 911.
Yeah,
like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised like Comedy Central didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, put it and you know put it on 11:30 on Saturdays so you can have the fucking and all that. Because there's a part like where Bubbles has a kitten and he goes, I got this cocksucker in the gutter or whatever. He's a great fucking cat, but it's like, you know, and now mind you, Bubbles is the only smart one on that show. Right. The guy who quote unquote is like has Down syndrome
is the smart one.
Is the smartest one on the show. So yeah,
it's so ridiculous and great.
Anyone who has Netflix, check out
please
Trailer Park Boys.
You'll thank us later.
And there apparently now I saw the Trailer Park Boys and then they did like a Christmas movie, but I think so there's like 2 or 3 seasons, and then there's like a Christmas movie. But apparently there's yet another movie out there that I haven't seen yet.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, and so
it's ridiculous. I enjoy it. If you have Netflix, check it out.
Yeah, and also, it is funny to see the guy who plays Bubbles without his glasses because they call for people who haven't seen the show. You know, there's a guy named Bubbles, and he has like the world's most thickest fucking glasses. Now, apparently, this is just the character that wears the glasses. This fucking poor actor has to wear.
They gotta hurt. Like,
how does he
his vision.
not go fucking blind?
Like, just even wearing it for a little bit, I'd be like hard to adjust. You know, like, I'd get a headache.
It's obviously it's a joke on how ridiculously strong they are.
You still gotta wear them, and your eyes are good.
And he looks at the camera, and you see his eyes fucking huge, and I was like,
that would fuck me.
If you had to do that all the time,
yeah,
you know. And I know they're real big in Canada, and I guess they're originally based out of Nova Scotia, which, you know, we get spoiled in America. We think we're the only ones that have trailer park trash and stuff like that. No, it's just white trash just up north.
It exists. There's some new show. I probably talked about it, but it's the trailer park show. I think it's coming on TLC.
Oh, the
Myrtle Manor or something.
Oh, another one? I thought you were talking about the Gypsy Sisters.
Oh no, they're probably on the same night. I wouldn't be surprised. But no, it's Myrtle. It's like this woman who owns whatever trailer park. I don't know where it's at. And it's just all these, it's like a pretty younger crowd that lives there, and it's just all their crazy antics, and it just looks ridiculous. And it's like, why are we promoting this? And she's like, I just want to have the best trailer park in the world. It's like, why is that your goal?
Well, think about it. I mean,
it's a business.
If people watch Jerry Springer, and these people are only on for 45 minutes. Yeah. Follow them home, and now you have a whole new reality show.
Follow them home where they're living
for dirt cheap.
And it's like, oh god! I just thought, I was like,
because
here we go.
For a split second, I thought you were talking about like I haven't seen it.
Sisters.
I thought you were talking Gypsy Sisters, but those look like Small Town Security or something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
There's one called I think it's called Small Town Security or Small Town Police or something, and it's like it's like a police department. They're deputies. But, like, the chief of police is, like, this 60-year-old woman. Like, imagine Elizabeth Taylor in a cheap brown, bullshit deputy outfit. And she's
just some small down.
And she's fucking literally, like, gone in the fucking head. But she's been the chief forever, so they're not going to get rid of her. Is
that on TLC, too?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's called...
I
want to say it's called Small Town Security. Small Town something, but it's like...
I recently caught Gypsy Sisters. Mm-hmm. Which I can't share that. I've only really seen one episode.
I love skanks.
You would love it. The one that got married whatever. That was like the big thing, like that. Oh, they had a wedding, whatever. They're like, no, not together. That was what I caught. They're like, she's like, he was just going out all the time, so I left and said, gave him back the ring. And they were only together for like a few weeks, and I was like, oh my god.
They were trying to recreate the Kardashian moment.
Yeah, it was so ridiculous. It's like, literally the episode before was the wedding. Like it's already over. So ridiculous. It's pure genius.
Yeah, so let me see. I mean, I don't know. I was just on my other. Oh, I went to an Amerks game.
Oh, I did see you post photos. I was like, what the fuck is Chris doing at a game?
And once again, we have to make sure everyone understands what's going on. The Amerks are the local
hockey team.
Regional. That's not the right word. Not little league. Not little league. They're not professional. Amateur. Yeah, they're the amateur hockey league here in Rochester.
And what was cool was, sorry to interrupt, was, you know how hockey, I don't know if you do know, hockey had that big lockout for months here, and I mean, now they're starting up again. But
they were like members from the Rangers on the Amerks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because they're like, well, we want to play and get money. This is our job. So they went and played like the amateur leagues, which would be like Amerks. So you could get cheap tickets to go see professional play,
and it was
which is cool.
You know, being up here in Rochester, the Amerks short for like Americans, but they call them the Amerks.
It's a cool experience.
Oh, and they were playing the Binghamton Senators, but there's it's funny because there's a professional Senators. There's like the Ottawa Senators and real NHL.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that sounds wrong. The real NHL. There's like the Albany Devils.
Leagues. Yeah.
So it's not like the Jersey Devils or whatever. The Albany Devils. So it's like the A with the little horns and
penguins or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, but I do have to say so I went out to the game, had fantastic fucking seats, center ice.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right behind the teams, and I'm literally sitting in the seat, because the teams have that little door, their little swing door, and they go sit down. I'm literally sitting right in the middle, in between where both teams are.
Oh, that's cool.
So if I wasn't in the first row, but if I wanted to be an asshole and bang on the glass and curse the guy out,
the glass.
What was the guy's name? On the Senators. Oh my God, this guy was an asshole. His name was Kramer. As I said, I couldn't remember from Seinfeld. This guy's name was Kramer. Had I been in the front row, I probably would have banged the glass. Fuck you, Kramer! Because he was being a real goon. He was checking guys, but then once they realized that he was being a jerk, everyone was fucking banging into him. It was, these fucking guys played their fucking heart out.
Yeah, they're hardcore. It's awesome to watch.
For anyone in this area,
or has an amateur league.
I wasn't expecting. I was because I've seen. I was literally dragged out to a Rangers game one day, and not that the Rangers were bad, but holy shit! Maybe because. Maybe because they're amateur, or maybe because I didn't have such great seats as I did before.
It's awesome.
Oh, I had a fantastic fucking time, and luckily the Amerks won 3-1, and it was. Woo! I had a fucking blast. It was so fun, cool, and so
Chris is now a sports fan,
and you know what? I went out. I went to GameStop.
I wish I came over here and you had all Amerks gear out right now.
And let me tell you,
what?
If I had the disposable income, I'd probably buy a jersey.
What are you looking at?
I got my Metallica jersey, and then I have a Jersey Devils hoodie, and I was thinking about wearing that to the game, and I was like, let me not wear the Jersey Devils.
It'd be that rowdy, but who the fuck? Don't ever.
Yeah.
You don't want to find out.
Yeah. And let me tell you, they had a thing. Halftime or in between periods where they let these people come out on the ice and shoot pucks, and there was 6 different little boards, but the hole was big enough just for the fucking puck.
Right, yeah, and then
if you score through it,
a cash prize.
Yeah, no, well, whatever board you get it through, you get a prize from those people. So of course, local, it was Nick Tahoe's, which is. For people, from Rochester, it's a local hot dog place. Yeah. If you get it through the Nick Tahoe's thing, you get a $25 Nick Tahoe's gift card, and it was all local Rochester stuff. And so, this probably 19-year-old girl comes on, and we tell you, kick me for fucking being fucking stereotypical. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. This fucking girl got like 5 out of the 6.
Nice.
The hole is literally just big enough for the puck
slot,
to go through. And she got, and it was, now that was cool. Then they had, because the Amerks, mascot is a moose.
Yeah.
So they called it Moosicle Chairs.
It's so ridiculous.
So they had these little cheapy inflatable chairs, center ice, and they had these people in their fucking sneakers, their street shoes, walking on ice, and then when the music stops, they all have to run towards the chairs and then get in it. That's a fucking lawsuit waiting to happen. Because every round, people fell.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean...
break an arm.
Yeah, like, I can't believe...
My head's cracked open.
And this one girl, in her fucking Ugg boots or whatever, trying to be cute or whatever.
It'd be great if somebody came out in heels.
Yeah, oh my God.
Here I come.
And
I want to play musical.
And you would think with the Ugg boots you would have an advantage. No, she busted her ass. So it was. So yeah, I went to an Amerks game, and I have to say I had a lot.
Well, how did you get tickets? If you're allowed to say. Did you steal them?
No,
did you scalp them?
No. Someone invited me out. It was it was just
a random
let's
thing?
go hang out, and it was and this person's a fan of Kevin Smith, and
cool.
So Kevin Smith is a big hockey fan, so she's like, you like hockey? Let's go see a hockey game. And I was like, okay. I saw the Rangers once, and I was like, and even then it was because my friend Andy, who's a diehard hockey fan, he went, he had, I don't want to say drag me. Drag's not the right word, but he was like, look, I got an extra ticket. You want to come? So it was, I had a blast, and I'm surprised I'd never been to the War Memorial Stadium here in Rochester, or what Blue Cross Arena, they call it here.
They call it both. It's like, just pick one, or, who cares? Call it the War Memorial still.
Yeah, I would, in New York City, it's like, I still call it Winter Garden or whatever, and it's like, no, now it's like, the Staples or whatever,
Yeah, Staples.
Yeah.
It's like, just pick one.
Sometimes they have the longer fucking, and I feel bad, if you look it up, if you're looking for an actual Staples and you're in Los Angeles, it's directly to the Staples Center. But yeah, so it was. Now it's called the Blue Cross Arena, but I've heard
refers to it as
the big giant sign says War Memorial.
Yeah, they ain't taking that down.
And I saw Walter, the accordion guy. I guess is he supposed to be some sort of Rochester celebrity?
Did he tell you he was?
No, the person that invited me said that is a deal. And I looked him up online, and there were pictures for a couple of dollars.
Cowboy, I don't know.
Yeah, he's the local guy. He goes to all the local games. He's this older guy. I don't know if he's blind or maybe he's half. I don't know. He looked like he might have had seeing problems. And he plays the accordion, and I'm if you give him the gist is you give him $5, and you would you film your kids singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" with them.
Okay.
Saying stuff like that. So it was
Walter
the accordion guy. So I guess local celebrity, whatever. I haven't had a chance to.
The local celebrity.
And I felt bad because I was broke. I didn't have any money to give him.
Sorry, Walter.
Well, I'll catch you next time.
If he's blind, just take it out of his bucket or whatever. Just put it back, man.
Pick it up and drop it back.
Yeah.
And so it was, it was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun at the game.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Let me see what else. We never got a chance to really talk about it, but we are having Stranger Con. We've officially rented out the site. We're working on promoting it. We're looking for musical acts. We're looking for comedy acts. Also, we're going to do a live podcast there. So it's going to be June 15th. Right now,
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York. 6 to 11 right now is just the
gist.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be there for 5 hours. I don't know if we could keep people entertained for 5 hours.
Fuck it.
A lot of fucking
Walter, the accordion guy.
Shucking and jiving.
We should look into Walter, the accordion guy, see if we can have him come by.
Yeah, right. If he sits out, to get money from strangers on a regular day.
You're not allowed in. You have to stay outside, Walter.
Well, I mean, those street people, street performers.
Yeah.
Some of them make good fucking money. You know what I'm saying? They played off like they're broke and they're fucking.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter.
So yeah, Stranger Con, June 15th, 1199 Main Street. There are more details will be coming out as we get closer to the date, but
we'll put it on the Facebook.
It's going to be on the Facebook, but basically I'm setting up the website where basically you'll get all your information on twostrangersonepodcast.com. If you click on the Stranger Con link, it'll take you to Stranger Con's event site. You could download all the episodes, so I might as well just go through the whole rundown. Please visit twostrangersonepodcast.com. You can download all the episodes of Two Strangers One Podcast. Pretty soon it'll be every link for everything else. You can visit our eBay page. We're selling DVDs and movies and comic books and heavy metal memorabilia. Please like us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/twostrangersonepodcast. Like us in general, or you can like any particular. Just like us. Hover over the like button and click show in news feed, so you can get all our updates. Unfortunately, only 20% of our audience actually gets the updates, and that's only because the less amount of interaction on the page, less people get the updates, which really upsets me. It's not our policy; it's Facebook's policy. If you're a sellout like Kristen and have an iPhone, or iPad, and you have an iPad too,
Mac,
and I'm pretty sure you had an iPod. Everyone and their mothers had a fucking iPod. If you have any of those wonderful items,
like
no, you're not a sellout. Apple makes great devices,
and it was just the cheaper way to go. Maybe I'm just cheap.
Yeah, well, the iPhone is a good device.
Like $100. Like, come on.
You know, if
you're not afford all this good stuff.
You know, second best is still silver's still good.
Loser.
Yeah, so, it may not be gold, but silver's not bad. No, and I'm just saying that. Meanwhile, we're trying to raise money so I can buy a MacBook for the show.
Sell out.
Yeah,
Andy used to own one.
Yeah, right. Well, if you have an iPhone, iPad, or iPod, or anything, iPad Mini,
anything that starts with an I.
You can go to iTunes, the iTunes store, go to the upper right corner, click podcasts, and go into the search engine part, the upper right corner again, where the little magnifying glass is. Search for Two Strangers One Podcast. You'll see the name of the show, Chris and Kristen Two Strangers One Podcast. You'll see our beautiful red, white, and blue logo. Click on it, and from there, for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, you could download every episode. Or if you have a cheap MP3 player, or if you're using Wi-Fi at home and you don't have data on your phone, you could also download all the episodes from twostrangersonepodcast.com and get all the MP3s, load them up. You know, we're like at episode 90, this will be like episode 95 or something like that. So
we're old.
Almost 4 days filled with non-stop Two Strangers One Podcast action. That doesn't sound right.
So if you have 4 days to do nothing, just
if you have 4 days to travel the country
non-stop.
and to visit every state, you can download every episode of Two Strangers One Podcast. If you're not a sellout and you have an Android phone, if you have an Android phone, Android tablet, you can follow us on Stitcher. That's STITCHER. That's the Stitcher app, STITCHER. The people who work there are so cool, so awesome. And of course, on Stitcher, every podcast worth listening to: Mark Maron's WTF podcast, Adam Carolla, Chris Hardwick's The Nerdist, Kevin Smith's Smodcast, and all the shows that are on their networks. You can download them on Stitcher. And of course, our brothers Livin' Lame on the West Coast. You can visit livinlamepodcastentertainment.com. There is no G in that. LIVINLAME, Podcast Entertainment. You can find links for all the podcasts. The Fox Den, which they came out with 13 episodes, and I guess 13 was an unlucky number because I think they're only putting out 13 episodes. You got Real Chat, which is their show about TV shows and movies. You got The Breakdown, which right now I've taken over The Breakdown. Cord,
Chris's Breakdown.
as they just got some new equipment, so they're probably going to be knocking me out soon. But, Cord said, hey, right now we're in between. We're not going to be doing any shows for the time being. Do you want to repost your hidden metal shows? March Madness. Every Sunday this month, and including the first 2 Sundays in April, or maybe even the first 3 Sundays in April, there'll be a new for the whole month of April. Yeah, right. Well, every Sunday will be a new episode of Chris's Hidden Metal Show. Basically, it's a show that I do. I wanted to just put it together, a heavy metal show, so people can get their hands on some good music, or at least music that I like. I don't know if you want to call that good, but download Chris's Hidden Metal Show. It should keep you metal-filled for the rest of the week until the next episode comes out. But pretty much they're coming out every Sunday. I'm about to upload episode 9 today, as a matter of fact. So we just released episode 5 this past week. So the Breakdown, and of course the Big Daddy podcast that started it all: Livin' Lame, Nick, Cord, Dwight, Seth, Megan, Joe, Carrie. If there's anyone else I forgot,
a bunch of people.
If anyone else I forgot, I'm sorry. But you can, all the guys, because pretty much, Living Lame's the big daddy, and everyone kind of shoots off and does their own other podcast. So you can check that all out. We certainly hope you enjoyed listening to this episode and had as much fun as we did recording it. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
Look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled C-O-L-O-N.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her, fucking. She's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show. I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
yeah.
Insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could saw them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne right now.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonepodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.